You know, when you think about a major city, you almost always get the postcard view first.
Right. The glossy brochures, the big government buildings, the new hotels.
Exactly, the curated version. But what we're always looking for is the unfiltered truth of a place.
And that's where our sources come in. They tell us what a city is really doing, when it thinks no one's looking.
So our mission today is a deep dive into exactly that. The raw, unfiltered street scenes of Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. We've got a great stack of material here.
And it's not official reports. It's traveler observations, ethnographies.
People who were actually there on the ground, focusing on the human engine of the city, not the landmarks.
And what's so fascinating is how the sources immediately say, yes, this is the right way to look at Addis Ababa. Because the streets aren't just pathways. They're everything. They're the city's living room.
A city of contrasts, energy, and raw authenticity. That's the quote that keeps coming up.
A very high-octane rhythm, that's for sure.
Okay, so let's unpack that. Let's start with the energy, because the material makes it clear that the second you step onto a street there, it's just a sensory overload.
It really is. The noise, the movement. It's what the sources call organized chaos.
And the soundscape alone is relentless. It's dominated by one thing.
The minibuses.
Yeah.
The blue and white minibuses everywhere.
And the noise isn't just engines. It's human. It's purposeful.
I'm glad you said that. It's not random noise.
These buses, they don't have signs telling you where they're going. They have a person.
The Wayala, the fare collector. He's hanging out the door, and he is constantly shouting the destination.
He's the information system.
He is the entire system. He's navigating, he's negotiating with traffic, calling out fares. I mean, it turns the simple act of getting on a bus into this kind of theatrical event.
And the chaos is organized because of him.
Precisely. He's the regulator in the chaos.
And then there's the physical density. It's not just cars and people.
Oh, no. You've got donkey carts, sometimes livestock, all sharing the same dirt paths and roads.
And the sidewalks, if you can even call them that, are just packed with commerce.
Completely saturated. The street vendors are everywhere. They basically set up these fluid pop-up markets right on the curb.
Selling literally everything.
Everything. Freshly roasted coffee and jarrah bread, of course, but also spare car parts, shoe shines, phone cards.
And it's the proximity of it all. You could be, I don't know, buying a kilo of fruit while trying to dodge a minibus.
And right next to you, a woman is setting up for a full traditional coffee ceremony.
That intensity, the negotiation you see, it's more than just haggling over a price.
It's a social ritual. That back and forth, the shouting, the bargaining, the sources are clear that this is the heartbeat of the city's economy. It builds a relationship, even a fleeting one.
Okay, so that brings us from the sort of grinding noise and movement to an aroma of identity.
The coffee. You can't talk about Ethiopia without talking about coffee.
Right. And this is where it gets really interesting, because in the middle of all that chaos, the city just pauses for this one sacred ritual.
And it's not hidden away in a cafe. It's right there on the street. The traditional ceremony, the bana, happening in these tiny little pop-up stalls.
And the sources paint such a vivid picture. It's not just about drinking a cup. It's the whole sensory experience.
You have the smell of the frankincense they burn to purify the air.
And the sound of the beans being roasted by hand right in front of you over hot coals.
It's a whole process. It's deliberate. It's slow. There are 3 cups, starting with the strongest one, the all.
And in the middle of that urban frenzy we were just talking about, this ritual forces everyone to stop.
It's an act of hospitality, of community. It's a powerful statement that says, yes, we are moving fast, we are a modern city, but some things
require us to slow down, to connect.
Exactly. It's commerce and culture happening in the exact same space.
And that spirit, that resilience you see in preserving that tradition, you see it applied to everything else too, to the city's technical problem.
Absolutely. The street scenes aren't just beautiful culture. They are a constant, minute-by-minute display of ingenuity.
The sources kept coming back to this idea, this creativity that's born from necessity.
You see it everywhere. People maintaining the city's infrastructure with very few formal resources.
We mentioned the mechanics, but let's go a little deeper on that, because it's not just about making do.
No, it's a highly specialized skill. You'll see guys doing intricate engine repairs right on the side of a dirt road.
Hammering out bodywork by hand, even fabricating parts, because new ones are just too expensive or you can't get them.
And that's the key. The economic reality, which you could see as a constraint, actually forces this incredible level of creativity.
It's the total opposite of our sort of disposable, just replace it culture.
It's a repair and reuse culture, down to its very core. A vendor might use an empty soda bottle as a funnel. A mechanic might weld some scrap metal into a wrench he needs for one specific job.
Yeah.
It's grassroots problem solving in real time.
So it raises this question then. How does that constant adaptation, that nonstop problem solving on the sidewalk, how does that shape the city's identity?
I think it creates a foundational toughness, a deep shared belief in human capability over, say, technological perfection. The spirit of the city is practical, it's skilled, it uses what's at hand.
And that becomes the engine that keeps the chaos organized.
It has to be. When your community is constantly solving huge problems with its own ingenuity, that becomes who you are.
That is incredibly powerful. And all of this intense human-level activity, it happens against a very specific backdrop.
Yes. The ultimate contrast, the old and the new.
This is where the story gets, well, literally layered. You look up from someone fixing a tire on the sidewalk.
And you see the skyline, the rapid urbanization happening everywhere.
Exactly. These modern gleaming high-rises, massive construction cranes. It's all the symbols of Ethiopia's ambition